When you're in alignment with what's in your vortex, you're living what you could call future manifestations, but they don't feel like future manifestations because in your vibrational harmony with them, you feel as if you will feel once they have manifested. That's the thing that if we could zap you with an understanding as you walk out of this arena today, that's the thing that we would most like you to take with you. We would like you to take a sense of ownership of that which has already become, so that you could then enjoy the surprising and delightful ways that what has already become begins playing out in your experience. We would like you to feel your abundance so that you recognize it as it flows to you. We would like you to feel your intelligence so that you could recognize it as the clarity comes. We'd like you to know your perfection so that you're not shocked when good things happen to you. We would like you to feel often the love of Source that radiates through you so that it doesn't feel like you have to work to appreciate the beauty of those around you or the beauty of your planet. You are vibrational beings. You are extensions of Source energy. You have the ability to tune your frequency in ways that you have not commonly been practicing. But as you start practicing it, you're going to feel really good. So it feels to a lot of you like we're having this conversation because your questions often are, I want to be over there. I'm over here, but I want to be over there. How can I get over there? And it probably sounds to you like we're saying you already are over there. And that's so annoying to you because you don't feel like you are already over there. So your questions are posed to us like, how can I get from over here to over there? And our answers just must sound crazy to you when we say, you already are over there, or the larger part of you is. So then you want to say, well, how do I get the rest of me over there? And we say, by caring about how you feel and nothing else. By caring so much about how you feel that you're willing to let go of thoughts that don't feel good. We get it, why. You all want to rush back to the condition. But we want to remind you that everything that you want, every condition, every relationship, every material object, every pile of money, every single thing you want, every circumstance and event, everything that you want to be manifest. The reason you do is because you believe you will feel better in the manifestation of it. And we're not trying to dissuade you from that. We're just wanting to show you the path of least resistance to it. Because when you fixate on something that has a whole bag of mixed energy in it, it slows you down in the process toward what you want. So if you can avoid doing that just for a little while by focusing upon the feeling of freedom, the feeling of friendship, the feeling of appreciation, the feeling of focusing, the feeling of discovery, the feeling of adventure, the feeling of new, the feeling of fun, the feeling of good conversation, the feeling of abundance and prosperity and stability. Oh, stability, the feeling of stability, the feeling of homecoming, the feeling of right place, right time, right person, the feeling of wholeness, the feeling of completeness, the feeling of synergy, the feeling of energy, the feeling of alignment, the feeling of friendship, the feeling of homecoming, the feeling of well-being, the feeling of natural, the feeling of normalcy. Esther has said to us, but Abraham, I know you don't want me to think that thought because I'm complaining about it. And I know that you think that I shouldn't think that thought, but I just want to say just this one last thing, Abraham, that it's true. This thought that I'm thinking is true. That did happen and it shouldn't have. And we say, there are plenty of things that are true that you don't want to experience, and plenty of things that are true that you do want to experience. If we were standing in your physical shoes, we'd sort of sort them out and focus upon the things that are true that we do want to replicate in our own experience. But there's another really big piece of this that we are on the verge of explaining to you in a way that you just can't miss it. And that is, so much of what you say, a lot of what you're feeling that you haven't said, but so much of what you say is absolutely accurate. That shouldn't have happened, or that is a disgrace, or that was a scandalous thing, or that shouldn't have gone that way. In other words, you're right about it, but you're vibrationally off. And that's the sentence that we would like you to sort of play through your mind a little bit. I know I'm right. I know I'm justified in how I feel. I know I am, but I'm vibrationally off. Because this negative emotion that I feel is my indicator that I am. And then just say to yourself lovingly, and I just can't get there from there. I just can't get there. Feeling like I feel, I cannot get to where I want to be. There's just not enough action in the world. There are not enough considerate people in the world. There aren't enough people who will move things around for me to buck my current. Law of attraction is responding to my current over which I have complete control. And I haven't, frankly, we love you very much, we're speaking on your behalf, I've not been deliberately exercising my vibrational control that much. I've been mostly just looking at what is and offering a vibration about it and then complaining about it and then joining together with others to talk about it and then wondering why I can't get over there to that better feeling place. And the only reason I can't get over there to that better feeling place is because I've got a vibration going on about the place that I'm standing, and so I'm not really stuck because things are always in motion, things are always changing, but it's just changing to more of the same. Why won't it change to something different? And we say, you've got to change to something different vibrationally. You have to find a different vibration. And when you do, the evidence is going to be so joyful. It is easy to see it relative to just pointing your car in the right direction and continuing to go, because that journey is quantifiable. It's easy for you to say it's 200 miles away, it's 199 miles away, it's 198 miles away, it's 197 miles away. So you are hopeful because you have evidence of your progress. Where when you want something and you are infinitely aware that it isn't here yet, even though you may have been dreaming about it, you may have been cleaning up your vibration about it, you haven't seen the evidence about it, and so you are less certain because you are using the physical manifestation as your point of evidence rather than the improvement in the way you feel. It is tricky when you have been using what you see with your eyes and hear with your ears and so on as your acknowledgement of what's happening, to have something that is 99% created and not be able to see it takes an element of faith that if you don't know about the laws of the universe and you don't know that the way you feel means something, what happens is you'll be moving along. You'll find a positive thought. You'll think about what you want. You'll view something that you appreciate. You'll come into vibrational alignment with the idea of this, and you are moving right along to it. And then you'll see someone who right now has exactly what you want, which reminds you that you don't have it right now, and you turn upstream. So all that's happening is you're turning toward it and away from it, and toward it and away from it, because you're letting what is control the direction of your thought rather than what you want to be. So here is this vibrational reality. We're just trying to goose up your, because we said, do you believe in it? And you said, yes. Yes, I believe in it. We want you to believe in this vibrational reality. We want you to know its existence. We want it to be so vivid and so real that it compels you to think about it. We want you to think about what's going on in your vibrational reality more than you think about what's not going on out here, or even what is going on out here that's far less compelling and far less emphatic and far less dynamic and far less creative. In other words, friends, here's where it's at. You put it there, and law of attraction is making it happen. Don't you want in on it? Don't you want to ponder this? Don't you want to think about this? Don't you want to have the fun of this? We don't want you to get in the vortex because we need you in there doing the work. The work's being done by the engine of law of attraction. The work's being done by the gravitational pull. You've done your work. You've lived without what you want, which caused you to ask for it. You've put it all there. Now we just want you to relax and get in there. And the best way to get in there is by pondering what's in there. What's in there? What's in there is a new and budding world. What's in there is the power of the universe. What's in there are the cooperative components of all of our future experiences. And if you look there and think about it, think about what's going to come about, think about what's already coming about, imagine how good it can be. And as you play the game of how good can it be for me, how many resources can flow to me, how many good ideas could come to me, what's it like in the vortex? When you're in the vortex, what's it like? What does it feel like to be in the vortex? Do I feel ornery? Never. Do I feel whole? Yes. Do I feel satisfied? Always. Do I feel eager? Absolutely. Do I feel interested? Yes. Do I feel enlivened? Yes. Do I find humor? Yes. Do I feel worthy? Oh, yes. Do I feel fun? Do I feel full? We're not talking about big distances between out of the vortex and in the vortex. We're talking about vibrational subtleties that you can feel, that you can train yourself to understand. You can train yourself into the vortex. You can get in there and you can practice what it feels like to be in there until it becomes your expectation that things go well instead of your expectation that things do not go well. Every time, no exceptions, that you feel negative emotion, it's not because that thing or that person that you're looking at made you feel bad. It's because that thing you're looking at made you ask for more and you didn't go yet. You're still talking about why you need it instead of how good it will feel to have it. You're still defending your reason for asking rather than just going with the flow and understanding and accepting that when you ask, it is given every single time. But it is given vibrationally first, and that's the thing that trips so many of our human friends up. You don't care about the vibrational giving. You want the money in the bank. You want the lover in the bed. You want the car in the garage. Vibrational, vibrational, vibrational. What's this vibrational stuff? I want to spend it. I want to know it. I want to see it, smell it, hear it, taste it, touch it, feel it. I want the tactile, physical experience of it. And we say, if you will satisfy yourself just for a little while with the emotional version of going with the flow, if you will be satisfied for a while to feel the exhilaration of the good idea, it is our promise to you that your good idea will manifest in your life experience, in your what you call reality, in the same way that it has already taken shape and form in this vibrational reality. This vibrational reality is a reality. It is the vibrational precursor to everything that you know that is physically manifested. But as humans, you've become such organizers of the physical stuff and such observers of the physical stuff that you have lost your sense of who you really are. So you want to see something rather than feel something. We want you to get back to that primal, pre-birth, source energy, memory, that sometimes it feels good just to feel good by affecting the direction of your thought and finding the feeling.